How much is too much is going to vary from individual to individual. And because if I would take it from the concept of digital burnout means excessive use of screen leads to feeling of exhaustion, leads to feeling of fatigueness, which affects individual productivity. So, and which most of the screen users do experience, but sometimes some of the users do avoid this kind of fatigue and they say I can manage it. Like in case of gamers or people who use screen for a longer period of time, we have seen cases who use almost 8 to 10 hours screen per day, and they say they are comfortable and they have not experienced any fatigueness, which is unreal, which is not true also, because if you use for 8 to 10 hours, whereas some of the people, even like if you take example of online classes, even young students or adolescents, they experience fatigueness after 2 or 3 classes, after 1 or 2 hours of screen use also. And sometimes same happens for working professionals also. If it is a concentrated work which require more focus attention, they also experience this digital burnout. Or sometimes if you are into a long webinar session or if you are in a long Zoom meeting, it do also contributes to uh, excessive digital burnout. So it going to vary from person to person, but we have to be sensitive. If we start feeling experience in strain in our eyes, if we have fatigueness, and if we feel body pain, and somewhere you feel a desire to stop the screen and to do something else, that may be the signs of digital burnout, and that may be the sign that you are using too much. If that happens at whatever time intervals, you should take a break and concentrate on any other activities. And that we are not saying, but none of the studies say 5 hours at a stretch. It may be a phased manner, but it would be for productivity, because the main concern come your internet use should lead to productivity rather than dysfunctional status in your lifestyle. Sometimes they, while attending online classes, they also engage themselves in chatting, they also engage themselves in doing other online activities also. But the studies also shows, which I want to point out, that every time when the child get distracted for doing any other online activities during any focus task, their brain takes almost 3 to 5 minutes to reach back to the same concentration level. So if the number of time child is getting distracted for XYZ online activities, his or her attention may not be as good as he or she feels about it. And that may affect his retention, that may affect his or her recall also. So that's the advice. So for the children's, like if they are want to access any other online activities, they should prepare a schedule and they should schedule their activities, rather than they can say that after half an hour 45 minutes I would see what all WhatsApp message has come or what else I want to access, rather than continuously accessing these online activities while they are doing focus tasks or attending online class. That's a recommendation. Second thing, as we advise, like every 30 to 40 minutes of screen use, children should make efforts to take a break. Sometimes children say it's very difficult to take a break because online classes are going on. So break could be as simple as just looking on the floor or just looking on the wall. Just distract yourself from the screen, look at the wall for a few minutes, or blink your eyes 10 times. Slowly blink your eyes 10 times. Will relax your eyes. And since we are looking at the screen, sometimes we have seen there is a decreased movement of head movements also. So we recommend that after 30-40 minutes or as frequently as they can do, they should engage in head movements also, like forward, backward of movements of head 5 times, right, left 5 times. And sometimes they can also engage in moving both wrist clockwise and anti-clockwise 5 times each. Because sometimes because of browser use and all, they may experience other physical issues also that can be taken care of because of long hours of online classes. they will get distracted and they will engage in these XYZ activities. But I would say the non-judgmental attitude on the part of the parents will make a lot of difference. So because non-judgmental attitude will bring acceptance that we understand that it will be there, and you are also as like any other children are doing, you are also engaging in. But tell them in a non-judgmental way, it will definitely affect your studies and somewhere reinforce their self-efficacy that when you don't access these sites, your attention is very good, and when you don't used to do it, your memory was very good, or your retention was good, or your academic performance was good. Vice versa, when you engage in this kind of distraction. So that way, what they will do is a non-judgmental attitude to improve their self-efficacy for a change. So if they use these strategies, a child can become focused, but I think he or she will be focused. Somewhere parents also have to work on their anxiety. There is no term like focus because we also can't focus for a long period of time. So similar thing happens for the children, but to a maximum extent, if we can bring healthy use of technology. When I'm saying healthy use of technology means child should not delay his or her sleep for use of technology. Child should not delay his or her academic assignment for use of technology. Child should not delay his or her physical activity for technology use. And he or she, child should not make excuse for not to interact with parents or others